Yo, first off, congratulations, bro. You are sick and demented in such a good way.
Thank you.
I watched 100 million horror movies. I've never had nightmares. I woke up this morning with a nightmare at 4 a.m. Like, what the
Yo, can you tell me? Do you remember any of it?
Yeah, my mom was trying to kill these two little girls and we was trapped in that same little hallway. Then I woke up and was like freaked out. I searched you on all your tweets and everything.
Oh my God.
And then I went back to sleep and had like a roundtable interview with you, but you were M. Night Shyamalan, and it was the craziest thing. It was weird. I do not do drugs at all, but you would think I did. It was phenomenal.
That's amazing. I love this. I had nightmares as a kid. I haven't had many in a while because I put all this weird stuff into these movies.
Yeah. Speaking of these movies, you did Get Out, and you talked about how you had it for such a long time, and then you finally got it made, and you never thought it would get made. Mm-hmm. And after Get Out made so much money, you pretty much could have made anything you wanted after that. What was this experience like when they were like, okay, what, you want to do a movie about people? And okay, cool, yeah, let's do it, versus the last experience?
Well, needless to say, it was easier to get this one made. I wanted to sort of creep up enough in the budget so that I could really take the filmmaking aspect up a notch, and have more freedom in that way. But I didn't want to go so big that all of a sudden I'd have like people behind my neck. You sure you're gonna make that? So that I think that part was laid out very well, and worked. Really, I wanted to show the world that there are many, many stories I have to tell.
Yeah.
And to do something very different than Get Out, but also show you like what's quintessentially my style.
I watched this movie on high alert. So like I wasn't as shocked by the twist because I'm like, this is a Jordan Peele movie. Everything means everything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
The Michael Jackson shirt, the Thriller shirt, was it because you created a great Thriller previously, or was it because you still rock with MJ and he's not canceled? Because he's in the news a lot lately. Is there any significance behind the Michael Jackson Thriller shirt?
Yes, there was great significance for me. I mean, I wrote this movie before this documentary sort of brought this conversation about MJ up. But we've always known that there is a great duality to this man. This is a film about duality. Thriller, scared the pants off of me as a kid.
Same.
And you have this figure that on one hand is he's the most charismatic and positive guy, but also has this clear darkness he's expressing.
Walked around with a mask his last few days too.
So that was and walking around with masks last few days.
Lupita, thank you for sitting down to chat with me. I love this film. I know I was telling you earlier how great you did. When you get the script, right, and you read the script, are the questions starting to come in your mind now? Because when I left, I had a million questions, and I played them all out in my mind. What is it like for you as an actress being a part of this and having Jordan Peele to sort of pick his brain about the movie?
Yeah, I mean, it took reading the script over and over again, but also having extensive conversations with Jordan about what he was putting in there. I could tell that there's certain images that were in there meant more than what met the eye. He's always paying homage to other films, to the horror genre, all that. And then he's also making some very acute social commentary at the same time. So it took definitely being very diligent about reading that script, but also talking to Jordan, doing a lot of research, a lot of just creative preparation as well.
When you were, because you play two people, did you approach each of those characters differently, or were they sort of one and the same for you?
No, I definitely approached them as two distinct people. Obviously, they are tethered to each other, so there is a link, but I had to kind of prepare with almost like a mathematical, formulaic precision, because on any week I was going from one to the other, sometimes interchangeably, all week, sometimes in the same day. So I knew that I needed to have a shorthand, a sort of like cheat sheet plan of how to get from one character to the other. So it took a lot of, making very deliberate choices. I've never been that like deliberate and meticulous and just, focused on trying to delineate between. I've never done a thing like this, so I had to make it up as I went along.
I remember having a conversation with people and then reading articles and think pieces online about what does Lupita do next? What characters can Lupita play? As an actress, you must feel like I can play anybody. But how does that feel when they try to box you in so you can only be this or that?
Well, the first thing is that I don't read those things. So I try and, as much as possible, shield myself from people's interpretations of me, because I think if I internalize that, it'll limit me, and I have enough of my own, like voices in my head telling me what I can and cannot do, that I really don't need to hear it from other people. So what I try and do, that's why I went to drama school, because I realized before I went there that I didn't understand my own instrument. I didn't know my strengths. I didn't know my weaknesses. And so I couldn't tell what was possible as well as what was impossible for me to do. And what drama school did for me, it really showed me what I'm good at, and then it also showed me what I need to work on, and it also made me realize what I have an appetite for, and so that's what I focus on, and I want to have a varied career. Jordan offered me this incredible opportunity, the most challenging and most rewarding of my career so far.
God, Xilla!
Yeah.
Xilla bitch.